What's going on, my little bundle of chestnuts? It's your girl, Kate Winchester here, and I have something to tell you. So, basically, I'm really freaking out because, you remember the truth video where I said that I was asked out as a joke for, like, $10? Yeah, well, that was before the whole Wolfie situation went down, but I still felt like something was gonna happen, like, I could still feel it, you know? So, I couldn't really love again, but that situation still hurt me. So, and the only reason why he said that was because my parents knew that he was 22, and their rule is that I can date someone older than me as long as they can't provide me with alcohol. So I can date a 20-year-old, I can date a 19-year-old, but I can't date a 21 or over person, you know? So I told him, I was like, hey, my parents don't want us together because you can provide me with alcohol. He's like, LMAO, I don't even drink. And I was like, I know that, but they don't know that. So he was like, oh, no, that's cool. It was only for $10 anyway. So apparently that's all I was worth at the time, but, you know, he still started texting my friends and, just like, and one thing I should add is, like, when we were still together, we video chatted, and out of nowhere, he just goes, oh, you live at 1234 Your Street, right? That's not really my address, obviously, but I was caught off guard. Like, that never happened to me before. Like, I was stalked twice in my life, but they were never this forward about it, so I didn't know what to say other than, how did you know that? And he goes, you had your location on Messenger. Apparently that's a thing, so I was trying really hard to find it and turn it off, but he took a screenshot, and he was like, now when we see each other, I know where you live, and I thought it was romantic. I don't know why, but, when Wolfie did what he did, and he hurt me really, really bad the way he did, I can't fall in love again, you know, like, so, anyway, this girl, we're gonna call her Juliet. Juliet was, his best friend, and she started texting me, and she's like, you know, please don't hurt him, like, so I had to block him because my parents told me to, and, sorry, lighting candles usually helps me calm down. So, so we're gonna call this person James. So she's like, James is my best friend, and he really loves you, like, he's so devoted. And I was like, well, I appreciate that, but my parents said no. And I explained her the situation, and she's like, okay, well, what about after graduation? And this is where I went wrong. But in my defense, I didn't know, you know? So I was like, maybe. I said maybe after graduation I could unblock him and we'll talk about how to make it work. And so she goes, okay. So, but then she texted my friends, which, by the way, she had no right to do that, you know? So, but she's still like, I'm gonna go keep tabs on you. And I told her that I wasn't comfortable with that, but she still did it. And the person that was here for my graduation party, Jack, I'm not in love with him, by the way. I'm gonna say this right here, right now. I'm not in love with him. I can't fall in love. After what happened, I can't fall in love again. Like, there is no like red and pink romance on Valentine's Day for me. Like, after how devoted in friendship I was to Wolfie, and after he did what he did, I can't fall in love anymore. So I can't fall in love in a romantic way after Xander, and I'm pretty sure you all know who I'm talking about, but I can't love at all now, except for Macy. She's the only person that I feel like, yeah. But, so, with him, it's different. I'm not in love. I'm not. We're gonna say that right here, right now. We're gonna get that out of the way. I am not in love with Jack. I'm not in love with him. But, I don't know. It feels like when I'm with him, nothing can hurt me. And when he comes around, I just feel happy again. Like, actually happy. Whenever the phone rings and I look and it's him, my heart skips a beat. But I'm not in love. I don't know what that feeling is, but I'm not in love. Am I? Anyway, after he told me that he would take me to prom because nobody else asked me, I started ranting about it on Facebook, and I was like, this guy is so amazing, like, you know, doing what a friend would do. And then I see a comment from none other than fucking Juliet / James. I don't know who it was anymore at this point, but, like, I know that it was under her account. I just don't know if it was him typing it or if it was her typing it. I don't know. But she's like, to be honest, my trust has dwindled a little bit. And I was like, you and I are just friends. Like, I got mad. Like, you have no right to tell me. I don't care if we're dating or not. You have no right to tell me who I can and can't hang out with. You have no right to see me hanging out with a guy and just automatically assume that that's who I'm seeing, by the way. And it's just, like, that is controlling to me, and I will not tolerate it. So I was like, you and I are just friends. And literally with the clapping emojis, I was like, you know, we're just friends, like, stop, you know. And he's like, wow, I can't believe you led me on like that. You're such a bitch, you're such a traitor, and acting like a fucking nutcase, you know, like, literally a nut. Like, so I blocked both of them, you know, but before I could do that, I saw, like, a notification on the goes to Santan Foothills High School post, and it's just like, don't worry, I'm gonna show everybody what an unfaithful bitch you are, and a traitor, and a whore, like, I can't believe, and just, like, a huge rant, you know, and I was like, okay, I don't know what you're talking about, but you need to check your pills at the door, or something like that. I was like, you need to check your pills at the door, and then I blocked her. But before, I saw a lot of comments from, like, one of my friends, and they were both like, you know, you have no right, she's still fixing herself after her best friend hurt her, like, you know, how is she gonna fix this relationship if she can't even fix herself? Like, everything I literally just said was because they helped me realize it, you know? So they were just like, you know, she can't love you because she can't love herself, like, you need to stop, you know? And I feel forever grateful to them at this point. Like, I was a little mad at first, to be honest, because I didn't want to admit it to myself, you know? I was like, that's not true, but thank you, you know? But now I realize that it is true. It still is true, you know? And, I just feel like, I don't know how I feel right now, but other than fear, I don't know. But after I blocked them, a few weeks went by with no event, and I get a screenshot, I get a text, like a messenger request. So I open it up, and it's this, I can't even remember the username, but I'm retarded because I didn't save the screenshot. I deleted it because I got scared and I wanted to just pretend like it never happened. But basically, I got a text with the picture of the screenshot of my address that he took when we were together. And he said something along the lines of whore, bitch, traitor, and for Cody. I can't remember exactly what he said, but I mean, for James. Like, I can't remember any other than that, what he said other than the following words, you know. So I freaked out and deleted it. Now there's no evidence of if something happens to me. Like, there's no evidence at all now. So, I got 5 of those, but me being a dumb scaredy pants, I didn't want to face that was actually happening. I wanted to, like, put the wool over my eyes and just fucking, like, so I deleted it. And I told my parents when it got out of hand, but they told me that until he actually does something. So we can't go to the police because I deleted the damn screenshot, so now there's no evidence and now there's no proof. But you know, if something happens to me, it's because I'm a dumbass and I can't say the screenshot. So James texted me today, and I was freaking the fuck out because he went under a new name and he said, hey, it's past graduation, like you graduated already and I haven't heard anything. I was trying to be nice. I was like, hey, my best friend hurt me. I can't love again. You deserve better. You need somebody who's gonna love and cherish you and love every moment with you, and I can't do that right now because I can't even cherish every moment that I'm alive at this point. So you deserve a lot better. And I thought that if maybe I was nice to him, then maybe he'd leave me alone and this would all pass. And he wasn't taking it though. He was like, you know, you're just a bitch, you're a liar, like maybe you deserve to be hurt by him because of how much you hurt me. And that honestly hurt more than anything because what I did for Wolfie was a lot. You know, I had a scholarship to Ireland. Like, last year I got the opportunity to be a foreign exchange student for my senior year in Ireland, and for those of you who really know me, you know that how much I wanted to go to Ireland. So all my parents had to do was maybe drive me to the airport, but they had my passport, my ticket, my host family, and all of the money that I would need to go to this prestigious school in Ireland. And I was all set to go and everything, but he calls me and he said, hey, my dad is being an ass again, and I need to text you, and you guys are 14 hours apart from me, so if you're falling asleep when I'm waking up, and then you're waking up when I'm falling asleep, how are we gonna text each other? So I called the place and told them that I wasn't interested. And I blew it off because of a friend that needed me. And he blamed me for his grades, but he never once attended tutoring. He blamed me for not doing much in ingenuity in Saturday school, but yet he was the one who constantly emailed me. And me being in Saturday and me wanting to graduate, I would have understood if he was like, hey, I can't, I have to graduate. I would have been like, okay, cool. But no, I woke up at 8 a.m. on a Saturday to email him and talk to him because he told me that, oh no, it would be okay, it'll be okay. And I would answer his phone calls at 3, 4 a.m. to talk him off the bridge, literally, and talk to him about how much he meant to me. And then he didn't even care, apparently, because when he did what he did, he told me that his parents told him over and over that I wasn't good enough for him and that he stood up for me every time, and that maybe they were right. And that hurt more than anything, because I did everything I could to be a good friend. I did everything I could to be a good best friend, and he just walked all over it. And the worst part is I still love him. So if he were to call me back and tell him about how his parents are being assholes, I would take him back. I did so much for him, and it still hurts. And the worst part is I would do it all over again. Or if Macy called me and said, hey, he really needs you, I would have been like, okay, and I would still be there for him. Even though he hurt me more than I can imagine, more than I've ever been hurt. And I've loved him more than I've loved anybody else in my life. Even my own mother, sometimes I think I loved him more than my own mother, or like just as much as my own mother. Probably just as much, because I love my mom a lot, so it's probably just as much as I love my own mother. And he goes and hurts me. Like, he gets a girlfriend and suddenly he doesn't need me anymore. So, I was telling James, I was like, hey, I was really hurt, and he just told me that maybe I deserved to be hurt, but I know for a fact that I did everything I could for him. And I deserve a lot of things, but I don't deserve to have a full year wasted on reassurances and promises, and I gave him all of my love and devotion just as much as I would give my own mother, and he just stomps on it. On my Instagram, I had to delete a bunch of posts, and on YouTube, I had to delete like 2 videos because I talked about him a lot. I did a lot for him. Like, I talked about him all the time on Instagram. On Instagram, I would screenshot his channel and tell you guys to subscribe. But honestly, I couldn't care less anymore at this point. Like, I still love him, and I don't want to love him anymore. You know, sometimes I pray to God that he'll make me forget all about him. But then, I'm afraid that if I do, I'll forget about Macy. And Macy is like the next best thing. She's amazing, and I love her, and I love her just as much as I did to him, just as much as I did Wolfie. So I told him about all of that, and I told James about all of that, and James thought I deserved it, which hurt me, and broke my damn heart again. And at this point, my heart is a jigsaw puzzle that I'm trying to put together with other people, but none of them could fill the void that he left. So, anyway, so he goes, I wonder if 1234 is really your address, and I was like, because I told him that his friends were sending me screenshots of my address and how much I feel threatened, and he was like, oh, I think you're lying through your damn teeth, just tell me the truth, I wonder if 1234 is your real address, let's find out. And that's why I made this video, because he wanted to see if it was actually my address. So I had an anxiety attack, and I called Macy. I was like, hey, this happened, like, I don't know what to do, like, blah, 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 and I thought I was home alone, because my grandma was really quiet, so I was like, I'm home alone, I don't know what to do, like, and she told me to lock the door, but the door was already locked, so I was like, just sit here and talk to me, just talk to me, and we planned to hang out, so I just wanted to let you guys know what's going on, and, just if anything happens to me, if I appear on the evening news as a missing person, God, I never thought I would have to say that and warn anybody about it. I'm supposed to be in college. I'm supposed to be stressed out about the bill on the counter. I'm supposed to be stressed out about what school I'm gonna go to. But instead, I'm worried about this. I don't want to be stressed out about this. And I know I keep saying how much I want to die, and it's true, but not like this. I don't want to die like this. I don't want to die because I don't want to die when I was living in fear for most of my life. I don't want to be one of those people that didn't die happy and died petrified, and the last thing I saw was a big ass butcher knife. So if I appear on the evening news as a missing person, it's probably him. And I know I should be going to the police, but in most cases, the police don't really do anything unless they actually come and hurt you. So, if he actually shows up here, then I'll call them and be like, hey, he showed up here, you know? So, I don't know what to do anymore. I just, I want you guys to be aware. And I'm still gonna make videos, and I'm still gonna, be on Instagram and stuff, but, like, just know that some of my happiness is... Okay. Just know that some of my happiness is false. And, if I don't act the same in some of my videos, I'm sorry. If I fall behind schedule a little bit, that's why. I just don't want to lie to you guys anymore. Plus, if I do appear on the evening news as a missing person, you wouldn't know what the fuck happened. So I thought I would prepare you guys for the worst. If it ever comes down to that, just know how much I love you guys, and how much I never wanted this. And if I do die, and I have a funeral, and some goody two-shoes pretends like she knows me, I just want you guys to know that I fucking hate roses. And I know that that's, like, the randomest thing to say, but, like, think about it. Like, roses are in every single romance movie. They're in every single, like, romantic gesture. You know, like, they're just a cliche. Like, I hate roses. So if somebody comes in, they're like, how much she loved roses? No, get the fuck out. Like, you don't know her. What the fuck are you doing? You know? And I use that example because everybody thinks I like roses, but no. If anything, my favorite flower is, like, a blue one, you know? Like, one of those blue, I don't know what they're called, but they're blue, and they close in the daytime and then they open at night. Or is it the other way around? Where they close at night and then open in the day? I don't know. But yeah, those are my favorite flower. And then my second favorite flower would have to be, like... Actually, I do like one rose, but only one rose. I like blue roses. I love blue roses. If I were to get a rose, you better get me a fucking blue one. If it's white or purple or red, I'm gonna just cut that shit. Like, no. If you're gonna give me a rose, give me a blue one, you know? Or, like, I like, that flower right there. I'm a sucker for lilies, so I think that's what my favorite flower is. Lilies. Lilies are my favorite flower. My favorite color is blue. My favorite season would have to be spring, because that's when everything starts blooming and everything gets pretty. But I think it'd have to be a tie, though, between spring or fall, because fall is when you start wearing boots with the high heels on them, and you know, they're cute sweaters. Fall is my favorite. Fall is my favorite season, because the spring is when you get the damn allergies. So, but I'd have to say, like, if I had to choose between spring or fall, I'd have to choose the fall. I love the fall. But, you know, so if somebody comes on my fucking funeral and is like, her favorite season was winter, be like, get the fuck up. I just thought I would lighten up the mood a little bit. But anyways, I love you guys. I'll see you all in the next video. Stay body positive. Kate Winchester out. Hasta la bye bye, and God bless your nutty little hearts. And don't forget to go nuts.